Oh, did it start?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, chances are that at least 10 people have told you that soda is bad for your health. And if you're the one person that hasn't heard it, then I'm going to be your first and tell you that soda is pretty bad for your health. The sugar and the high fructose corn syrup all combined give you really bad health risks, such as high blood pressure or even diabetes. Now, many companies answer this was an alternative called diet soda, was like, oh, no sugar. But evidence shows that diet soda actually could be as bad for you, if not worse. Now, the first thing I want to throw out to get this little thing out of the way is that all sodas have something called phosphoric acid or citric acid. What acid does to your teeth is basically breaks down the barriers on your teeth, called tooth enamel, and makes you more susceptible to cavities and plaque and things of that nature. Now, another thing they have in common is according to Harvard Heart Letter, they followed a study called the Nurses' Health Study, which had 121,700 women, and a health professionals follow-up study, which had 51,529 men. The participants would come in every 2 years, say like, oh, I'm drinking soda, this is what's happening to me. This happened over a prolonged period of 30 years, so it was a pretty long-term study. And it was shown that both sodas give you an increased risk of stroke, especially among women. Now, the different things about put diet soda like down here is, according to Dr. Eric Rim, who is an associate professor of epidemiology and nutrition at the Harvard School of Public Health, says that diet sodas may condition the body to crave certain sweetened foods. So that diet soda with the artificial sweetener and other things that are in this diet soda could go like, oh, now I want sugar. But even though that like a little willpower and self-control can control this and suppress it, that it's still there. Another thing is that according to the Journal of Diabetes Care, diet soda has a greater risk of metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes when compared to regular soda. So the diet soda, even though it has no sugar, just artificial sweetener, has a higher risk of diabetes. Now, in conclusion, if you want a healthy drink, I guess, just don't drink soda. It's bad, and that's it.
I know, right?
All right, Kevin, the opening was okay. I think that you do have a very broad statement that you start with, and then it seems like you're backing off, and then you're going to narrow it down to diet sodas, but then you kind of come back to the other issue again. So I think you need to focus a little bit more on that particular point. The general information that you cite, the stuff about the various acids, there's not really a source citation on that. You did have two very good pieces of testimony evidence that you cited. I didn't figure out where the other sources or the other supporting materials were supposed to go. I didn't hear anything that was statistical in nature, and like I said, it all sounded like it fit into those two categories of factual data and testimony evidence. I thought you did an excellent job citing the stuff that you did provide, except for the stuff on the factual data, and you want to be a little more consistent on that. It was organized pretty well. I think it could be a little bit tighter, and like I said, I think you kind of wander off at the beginning between moving kind of to the diet soda issue and then back to the general problems about sodas. The delivery is okay. Sometimes I think you need to look at us a little bit more. All right, thank you.